Alrighty, here we have Mechwarrior 5 Mercenaries being played on Xbox One. Huge thank you to Piranha Games Inc. for the opportunity. This is a game I've been looking forward to for the last couple of years. And I'm finally able to review it here. So we're going to go and look at the options. So we've got quite a bit of options here. So we've got our general settings. We have enable arm lock, enable throttle decay, enable mini map lock north, enable crosshair cooldown pips, enable vibration, aim assist, V mode, whatever you want the V mode to default to. You have either cockpit or drone mode. Or sorry, drone camera or cockpit camera. Oops. You've got hide invite codes if you end up inviting somebody or getting an invitation code, it'll hide that or not. Left-handed mode, where it switches the functionality between the analog sticks. And then you've got look horizontal sensitivity, look vertical sensitivity, invert X and Y axis for when you're walking around as a human. These are the same settings as for the mech. But in addition to those, you've got leg and throttle sensitivity. And again, invert X and Y axis. You have sound options, so you have master music, master volume, music volume, sound effects volume, voice volume. And here's your controls and legal agreements for privacy policy. It has downloadable content. I don't have a review code for it yet. I'm hoping that I do get it. I have put in a request for it, so once I do get it, I'll be reviewing that as well. But it does have you do have the option of purchasing the Heroes of the Inner Sphere DLC. And see, it's right here. You have the option to purchase it there. You have co-op, so you can either host or join a co-op game, which is kind of neat. And then you've got single player. I'm going to go ahead and continue the single player. For those that don't know, the Mechwarrior series has been around since the early 90s. I first got into it with Mechwarrior 2 on the PS1. Never played 3. I played Mechwarrior 2 Mercenaries. And then I never really played much else because nothing else came to console. Mechwarrior 5 is the first one, I think, I want to say 20 years. So it's been a long time. And Piranha Games did a very, very good job with this game. I am very impressed. I love the models there. So Mechwarrior 5 Mercenaries has you playing the role of a mercenary during the I forget what the name of the war is, but there's a huge war between the factions. There's different factions all vying for power, and you're a mercenary that can be hired by any of these factions depending on how much they're willing to pay. And I'm actually in the middle of a mission now, I think is what this is. Yep. So you've got the left analog stick to move your upper torso, and then you have the right analog stick to move your legs. Oh, going the wrong way. Okay, and then you got the left and right triggers to fire your weapons, depending on where they're located. And then you have, for me, I have the left button that fires my long-range missiles. You can press the right thumbstick in for a lock-on. You have the X button to zoom in. And if you press down both analog thumbsticks, it enables the jump jets, provided that you have them. My mech isn't equipped with them. And then you've got the Y button that centers you. So if like you're like looking off this way, you can press the Y button to center it so that you'll end up walking that way. It's actually really handy. And then this is the mech that I have with me. I actually hired the pilot. And then the D-pad on the controller serves as your abilities. So if I had AMS, I can do that. I could shut the mech down. I can hit the advanced controls again, and I can do an override. So it'll override my temperature gauge. But I'm not going to have that on, actually. Throttle Decay, I'm not entirely sure what that does. Okay, so Throttle Decay, I guess, determines how your throttle is manipulated. That's what it looks like. Oh look, enemy. Too far away to get him. Well, let's see if we can get him here. And then you've got arm lock. So I'm actually not going to use arm lock. Come on. There we go. Arm lock locks your arm weapons depending on where you're facing. I don't really like to do that, so I don't use it. And then you have Lance commands. So Lance is the group of mechs that you have with you. And then you can select all of them if you have more than one. And I can say attack the target. And then you'll see that this mech over here should be, yep, he is now going to go ahead and head over there and engage the target. So we can get him. Come on. There we go.
Once you've found the targeted asset, move up to it and
oh, we got something there we can grab. I think. Yeah.
that's close enough. Ready to
Hold A to grab that. Oh, is it a mech?
acquired.
Yes, it is a mech. Okay.
On your target, Commander.
So what's cool about when you battle these mechs is depending on depending on where you target them, you can like take out their legs, so they're completely immobile. You can take out their cockpit, and that'll instantly kill them. And I like to try to go for their legs. I lost the mech. He's behind me. He's behind me. Okay, he's right there. Whoops. Problem also with the AI is that sometimes they'll get distracted, so they'll go after a different different enemy. There we go, got him. So that's something to keep in mind. Come on, there we go. Got him. Okay. So this objective here is to demolish the base without getting killed. And as you can see, I'm not doing a very good job of it because my mech's pretty banged up. But the graphics in this game are amazing. The music is top notch. I mean, being in a giant mech is just really cool. So here's the drone camera. So this is what you look like outside of the cockpit. I don't typically care for this camera, so I'm actually going to go ahead and put it back in the cockpit. And then we're going to go ahead and go after... Oh, I missed. Take him. Nope. There, I got it. That time I got him. Okay, so where is the objective?
I got it.
I lost sight of the objective. I think it's over. Oh. It's over this way, I want to say. Oh, you can hit the picture-in-picture button on the Xbox One controller, and that'll give you a larger map that you can use to see where you're at, which is nice. It's handy. Guess we're gonna go this way. That's where we're gonna go. Now, after each battle or after each mission, you're taken to your base or your ship screen. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and actually just go ahead and do a board mission just to show you guys.
But we need to do what is right for us. All Mech Warriors, mission abort.
So we board the mission, and then we'll take it back to your home base here, and I'll show you how this stuff works as well. I mean, this game is really in depth. There's a lot to it, and it's a heck of a lot of fun. Load screens can be a bit long, but that's okay. Still loading. Still loading. Okay. Alright, so we got a little bit of money even though we've been in the mission. And so let's say that if you have salvation, if you have salvage rights, you can come in here and salvage some stuff. I chose not to have any salvage rights, so I'm going to go and just continue. And after each mission, your pilots will gain will gain experience points and level up in certain areas. It'll tell you how much damage is, how much payout is, how much damage there was to each mech. Okay, so here is your your hub or your main menu here. When you're not in a mission or on a contract. So you've got, here's your battle mechs. So here you can come in here and you can repair your mech. I'm going to go ahead and queue that up. Queue that up as well. And then you can actually, can I cancel that? I can't. Okay. So you have the option to kind of, let's say for instance this mech right here was damaged. You can come in here, you can swap out the damaged parts instead of paying the full repair cost, which is sometimes handy. And then here's the star map, so you can go to these different areas to get missions and hire other mech pilots. And as you can see, I mean all of those, all of these are planets, you guys. I mean, look at how many planets there are. I mean, the Xbox can't even really keep up, but Those are a lot of planets. That's a heck. That's a lot. That's really a lot. And each color represents the separate factions and how large of an influence they have. So that's quite a bit. And then you got equipment over here. So here is where you can purchase weapons and ammo, or you can sell it. And then the Mech Market. Again, you can purchase these mechs, or you can sell the ones you've got. Here's your barracks. Here's where you can hire pilots if you're in a star system, or if you're on a planet that has pilots for hire. This is where you go to hire them. And then here's your operations, objective logs, stats, things like that. Okay, and then here's your contracts. So this is where you get your missions from. And where I went over the star map, the timeline. So this is where you can advance the time. So I can advance so where it'll have my mechs repaired, which I just did. Here's your news. So this is news based on where you're at. And then the black market. Here's where you can get. Well, this is where we just were. This is where you get your weapons and ammo and stuff. And then let's say that I wanted to change the loadout of my mech here. Let's say I wanted to have. If I hit the picture-in-picture button there, I get a more detailed overview. Let's say I didn't think I had enough heat sinks. I can go ahead and just add a heat sink or two, although that's going to take away from my my tonnage. There's tonnage. You can't be in the red for tonnage. Right now I'm 50-50, so I'm right where I need to be. I'm not under tonnage, I'm not over tonnage, I'm right where it should be. But if you sit here and start adding things, you'll see that it'll go way over tonnage there. And then sure, I'll continue. And then you can paint your mech, which is kind of cool. So I can just repaint it, which is kind of neat. And then I can apply it to all if I want, or I can just do just that mech, which is kind of cool. And then you can put your mechs into cold storage. If you do that, it'll say moving your mech to cold storage will strip it of all weapons and equipment. So when you have a mech that's battle ready, you have to pay a maintenance cost every month in game. So that'll help alleviate that cost if you only want to have those two mechs, or one mech, or what have you. And then you've got change the slot. You can sell the mech. Weapon groups is kind of interesting. So this will let you set the group of weapons, which is kind of neat. So the rows each represent a weapon on your mech, while each column is a weapon group. Weapons have to be at least one weapon group in order to be able to be fired. When a weapon group is fired, all weapons in that group that are ready to fire at once. So if I wanted to, I could set. So if I wanted to say chain fire group 2, I can do that. So that means if I fire one laser, both lasers are firing. So that's kind of interesting. You can do that. So yeah, I think I showed you guys pretty much everything there is to see with Mechwarrior 5 Mercenaries, outside of the multiplayer, obviously. But do I recommend the game? Yeah, I would definitely say I highly recommend this game. If you're a Mechwarrior fan, Battletech fan, this game's worth getting. If you're a fan of first-person shooters or mech games, this is a game to get. This game's beautiful, very well done. It makes you feel very powerful when you're going through and just blowing stuff up. It's a lot of fun. I want to thank Piranha for their review opportunity. This game's amazing. I wasn't expecting to get this for a review, and I haven't been able to put this game down. it's that good. So I do want to thank you for watching. I want to thank you for subscribing. As always, till next time. Take care and happy gaming.